Hey everyone, Sal here from Delco SEO, and today we're going to be talking about some tips and tricks and how you can make your blog posts rank better in the search engines. Now, this is a multi-part series, so if you like this video, make sure you subscribe to our channel so that you can always get the latest updates and videos that come out. All right, we're going to use WordPress today to optimize our blog post, and we're going to do what's called some on-page techniques. This is just the first part of it, as I mentioned, and really just the tip of the iceberg. So I'm going to go in and edit my first blog post here, and it's ways to improve your B2B SEO strategy. Now, if you're writing a blog post and you're not sure what your keyword phrases that you want to use or who your target audience is, you should go back to the drawing board because Google is not going to know either. You should know exactly what you want the outcome of your blog post to be and what you expect your readers to learn. If you don't know that, then you need to make sure that you go back and identify that in the content itself and make sure your keywords are identified in the H1 or the titles here. Mine is B2B SEO. So I want to make sure that that is clear in the title and that it's towards the front, especially if you have a longer title. The next step underneath is the actual URL of the blog post. Now, for SEO, it's not good to have a super long URL. What the URL is the address of your blog post. So in my case, Delco SEO/blog, improve B2B SEO strategy. You also want to make sure that your target phrase is in the URL. So mine in this case is, which is that B2B SEO, as I mentioned. The next part, moving over to the side here, is the categories. Think of categories as like your table of contents, how you're going to group similar blog post topics together. So search engine optimization is a good one for this since we're talking about B2B SEO. Now, if I wanted to get a little bit deeper, I could add tags to it. That's kind of like another layer. Think of it as like a subtitle in a table of contents. So I could add something like B2B maybe, or if it's about local SEO, I might want to add local SEO as a tag. It just kind of digs a little bit deeper and gets a little more specific as to what type of SEO it would be. All right, moving down here on the side, you also want to make sure you have a featured image, and that's important. The featured image is going to be the hero image or the banner image up top of your blog post. And you have to use and set what's called an alt text. And that's very important because remember, when Google is crawling your site or it's reading your site, it can't see your image. So it's relying on a description of your image to get an understanding of what the image is about. And in this case, it is a B2B SEO strategy banner. You can put keywords in there, but make sure it makes sense. Don't keyword stuff and don't put something that's totally opposite of what the image actually is. So don't get too crazy. Just make sure it has the keywords in it and it describes what's in the image. All right, for the meta tags and descriptions, which are next, and the meta titles and descriptions, you want to make sure that you're using a plugin. In this case, Yoast is a great one. It's free. They have a premium version as well if you're more of an advanced user. And in this case, we want to make sure, just as above in the H1, that all the titles have your target phrase towards the front, and I have that B2B in there, and then search engine optimization or SEO also in there as well. You also want to make sure your company name is at the end with a break in it, as it is here. Same with the meta description. You want to make sure that your target phrase is towards the front. And you also want to make it enticing, like make it something that really users will want to click on when they see it in the search engines. Don't just kind of describe something about what your blog article is about. Yeah, that's important, but jazz it up a little bit. Make sure it's something that kind of they're going to learn something from. Maybe it's like a how-to, or you're going to solve a problem for somebody. That's why they're going to click on something. Someone's going to be searching for an answer for something. So just make sure that's clear in the meta description. How-tos are great. Things that have multi-steps on how to do something or complete a task also rank very well. And that should be clear in the description here. Now, the other part of this is you want to make sure that it's set for the search engines, not only search engines, I should say, but social media as well. So in this case, we want to make sure that we have an image here and that it's the same image that we use in the hero. And that if you added an alt description prior or an alt text or an alt tag, that's automatically added as well, and that holds. And in this case, it is. So we're in good shape there. And then we can just copy and paste the title and descriptions from the tab that we had before here. And the only thing I would say that I would do differently is just make sure that when you copy and paste the SEO title, you don't necessarily need to include, the company name for social media necessarily. But you can just copy the title, you can just copy the description and paste both of them here. Now, the only other thing I want to make you aware of is that Twitter is a little bit hidden here. So you just want to make sure that you click this down arrow and that you scroll down a little bit so that you can see and set the Twitter title and descriptions. Why is this important? Because if you share a blog post on social media, this is what the preview is going to look like. If you don't set this, it's going to be blank and it's not going to look as well, and you're not going to get as many users clicking on it or engagements. All right, so the last two pieces of this are what's called the schema. Now, the schema is just like a nice little summary for Google that just describes what the page is about and what users can expect to see when they visit that page. And we just set that right here to web page, the default, and that article, because it is an article. And what it'll do is it'll give a nice little summary and kind of the code of the web page itself. And that'll give Google a better indication and what's called markup, what the page is about. And that is always really good for the search engines and for making sure that your site ranks higher. And then the last thing is the author. Now, the author is important. It shouldn't just be the name of your company. It should be somebody who works at the company, who's been in the industry a while, who has a really good online presence. Maybe they have a LinkedIn profile or they've written published articles before, and that they're showing expertise in that field. Google is big on what's called EAT, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. And if you think about it, they want to show good search results for things that people are searching for. And what better way to do that than to show an article from somebody who has experience in the field. So that's a great way to kind of add this in. And the next part of the series, we'll talk about maybe some author pages and how you can show that, whether it's a link to a LinkedIn profile, or maybe it's a link to a specific group of articles that somebody has written before, or even a page showing how long they've been in the industry and what they've done and their accomplishments. So we'll talk about that in the next series. So that's hopefully this helps. That's some initial steps here on some things that you can do. And of course, always make sure you update. That's kind of your save button. You want to do that early and often. So I hope you found this useful. We'll continue this part. As I said, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're at Delco SEO. You can always visit our website at www.delcoseo.com and get more tips and tricks. And we always will answer you if you want to reach out to us as well. And you can always like or make a comment. Talk to you soon, everybody. And we appreciate everybody who's watching. Take care.